Good morning, everybody. And the other side. Lee circles. And reverse. And shoe circles. And reverse. And pink circles. And reverse. And reverse. And block. Okay, you can put away your sticks. Head turns. And center and right ear up. And relax and left ear up. And relax and right ear again. And relax and left ear again. And relax back to center. Cross the hands on the chest. Raise the chin. And relax. Drop the chin to the chest. Tuck it in and raise the back of the neck. And relax. Cross the hands on the chest again. Raise the chin. And relax. drop the chin to the chest, tuck it in and raise the back of the neck. And relax back to center, head rolls. And down to center and reverse. And down to center and back up. Forward spinal wave. And reverse. And good. The qua. And reverse. And good. And reverse. And good. The windmill. And good. And squats, starting on the left leg. And then the right leg. And the left leg again. And the right leg again. And prayer position. Okay, hands on the knees, up slowly. Keep your head down a moment. Give me a second, I gotta close the door here. Okay, so today we're going to do an exercise that we really don't do very often. I think we've only done it once or twice. And those are arm reels. So this is continuing with the exercises in the silk reeling series, right? So arm reels, what does that mean? Well, just exactly what it sounds like, right? Just start shifting your weight back and forth. All right? Feel your waist turning. Now, we'll do this with the left arm first. All right? Shift your weight. Okay, so a couple things you need to know about doing this exercise. And we're going to do different variations on this, but these principles apply to everything. First of all, you do it when you're shifting your weight. You're already doing that. You're turning your waist. And when you move your arm, you're going to express the four basic energies of Qigong and Tai Chi. So Peng, Lu, An, and Ji. Peng, Lu, An, Chi, right? And then you just sort of round the corners on that until you get a nice circle. All right? But you're expanding from the center. You're turning on your own longitudinal axis. You're following the beach ball down in the water. And then you're condensing back into your own center, right below your navel. Expand, turn, drop, or sink, and condense. Expand, turn, sink, condense. Now, a couple of points, since this is all out of push hands. Don't raise your elbow when you're doing this. So you don't want to do this. You're raising the forearm and especially the wrist. The fingers are at this point in Peng, the fingers are very soft. They're just totally relaxed. However, when you switch into Li, watch my hand. I'm gonna cut my head off here, but I want you to see my hand. Little finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb. And you're pushing with the palm of your hand. Peng, the fingers are soft. Lu, they move like this. On, you're pressing down with the palm of your hand, and G back into the center. The hand just kind of relaxes and comes back in to get ready for Pung, Lu, On, G. I'll show you why you do this with your hand. Suppose you're actually in a fight with someone. All right, so if Annie will come around here a little bit on this side and use her left hand to punch me in the nose slowly. All right, so I might block her, right, which is just Pung, and then since she's already coming in, her energy's coming this direction, I can help her do that by just going like this. All right? So it's the little finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger. I'm grabbing her arm as it moves by. All right? Pung, grab, press. This is on is usually translated into English as press. And that would give you the idea that you're using your shoulders to press down. But it's more subtle than that. You're not actually pressing. You're sinking in the middle. Your middle is sinking and your arms are just very quiet. They're just following the core of the body as it sinks down. That's very different than pressing down like this. It's just following. All right? Pung, Lu, On, Ji. Pung, Lu, On, Ji. All right? And then we'll do the reverse on that. And of course, it's the same thing, only in reverse. Pung, Lu, On, Ji. Pung, Lu, On, Ji. Now at first, when you're dealing with all those details, you're going to be doing that in your head. But as we practice this, remember, this is a silk reeling exercise. So the whole body, every joint in the body. And now feel inside your body for the spiral. It's going to come up all the way from the ground. It's going to go down to the ground, then it's going to come back up. Now, every one of these circles is a cycle, is a yin and yang cycle. So who can tell me where the yang is and where the yin is? All right? Half the circle is yang. Half the circle is yin. All right, watch. All right? That's the yang part. All right? Maybe you're whacking some guy upside the head. I'm sure you all know someone who needs to be whacked upside the head, right? This is the yang half. This is the yin half. All right? Sort of loading the cannon is the yin half. Firing the cannon is the yang half. All right, let's do the other side. Same thing. Shift your weight. Turn your waist. And reverse. double. And reverse. Alternates. And reverse. So this part that we're doing right now is called Yun Shou. Shou means your hands. Yun is a cloud. So the name of this move, this is actually a move in the Tai Chi forms called Yun Shou, cloud hands. Or wave hands like clouds is the full name. Very gentle. So what are you doing? Give you a little idea of what you're doing. Imagine you're wrestling with somebody and you just decide to push them. Maybe you got their shoulder and their waist or something. And then the other side. Push. If you think about moving a weight like somebody there, it will put your focus more on your structure into the ground and your core structure, because you've got to move some weight. Even though it's cloud hands and very delicate, you've got to move some weight. And if you're going to do that, you got to use this down here. There are three types of cloud hands. Maybe later this week we'll break this part of the exercise out and do the three different kinds of cloud hands. But that'd be a good idea to do, because there's some footwork that goes with this stuff too. So we'll work on that later in the week. It's kind of fun to do. Okay, bring your energy back to center. And the wrists. And the other side. And double. And stretches. And the other side. And reverse. And the other side. And relax your wrists. And good. And the ankles. And the other side. And rotate. And reverse. And the other side. And reverse. And close. And open. Close. And open. Close. And open. Close. And open. Doling. And touch the earth. And close your pores. Salute our masters and salute your classmates. Thank you, everyone. Guys, have yourselves a great day. We will see you tomorrow. Ciao.